there is argument going on about or die be die and do or die. Some people say they are all the same. Some people say they are not the same. So I am coming to give you a work of or die be die and then a work of do or die, for you to see the difference in between or die be die and then do or die. The work of or die be die is that they will come with an idea of a project. They will consult a specialist, an architect together. They will design the project for them and give them the estimate of the project. They will put everything on a paper, present the project to a foreign country. That is or die be die. They send the project to a foreign country. The foreign country have interest on their project of or die be die. They ask for money. Or die be die ask for money of the project from that foreign country. The foreign country were interested on the project, so accepted or die be die should come, and then they will then sign a contract how to pay the money back. As or die be die is going with its people, it travel with its officials, its secretary, its nurses, its doctor, its nephew, its cousin, its sister, its grandson, grandchildren, with his children, their wives and girlfriends, and they travel big to go and sign the contract for the project. Or die be die. They went, signed a contract for the project. They returned back to their country. Or die be die. This is the work of or die be die. The money has been sent from the foreign country to or die be die country bank. As they took their traveling costs, accommodation and food, the money they went and borrowed for the project, the money couldn't pay their traveling costs and couldn't pay the accommodation and food. The expenses they did, the money they went and borrowed, took all the expenses, and they are debt on top. They are traveling and the accommodation and food costs alone took all the money from the money they went and borrowed from the project is gone, and they are debt. They have debt on top. So number one, the project will not happen, and they are debt on top, and they have to pay the foreign country the money on top. How are they going to do that? The project which they will do and get the money to pay the foreign country back, the project now is collapsed. That is or die be die. The project is collapsed. because accommodation and food took all the money, traveling costs took all the money, they are debt on top, so the project is collapsed. So how are they going to pay the money they went and borrowed from the foreign country to the project? All die, be die. All die, be die. The work of All Die Be Die is they want to do a project about a hospital. They have their design. They don't have the money yet. But what All Die Be Die did is, there is a hospital standing, and the hospital is helping the country, and they are getting money from the hospital. They want to put up a new hospital in exactly where that hospital is, but they don't have the money to do that project. But All Die Be Die, his work is, it demolished the hospital down. The hospital is down. If the hospital will stand there, the hospital could help the country, the people in the country, and save lives and earn some money for the country. But All Die Be Die demolish the hospital down. But why he doesn't have the money for the project? That is the work of All Die Be Die. All Die Be Die want to do a project in a different region. They travel to the region, consult the chief and the elders that they need a land to do a big project. They want to put up a school and hospitals. The people were interested because they need the school and the hospital. All Die Be Die went with very good idea and very good project. They gave them the land. They went with the chiefs and elders. They went with the entire people in that region. Went and did shortcuts and traveled back to the city. All Die Be Die made a calculation of their traveling costs of them going to the region with the cars they went with. The cars and the fuel they used to travel to the region to go and get the land, to make that project on the land. They got the land, they make a shortcut on that day, return back to their office in the city. They make a calculation of their traveling cost is 2 times more than the money for the project. Their traveling cost alone, because they went with a lot of cars, so their traveling cost alone is 2 times expensive more than the project itself they want to do in that region. So in the end, the shortcut is standing there, the project collapsed because they have to pay for their traveling costs before they will think of that project. Until now, they cannot pay even that traveling cost they did to go and get the land to do a project on. So my question is, why did only one person, one official, go and consult that region for them to get the land and save this all the traveling costs so that they can do the project? No, this is not the work of All Die Be Die. All Die Be Die want to go with 3 million cars for everybody to see that, hey, that is All Die Be Die going. Yeah, All Die Be Die, oh, yeah, All Die Be Die, oh, the car, All Die Be Die, oh, All Die Be Die, The traveling cost is costing twice than the project they went and get the land for. The shortcut is still standing there. All Die Be Die, it can design a very good project the whole country is happy. Because I mean, if you see the design, that design is not on paper. It's not that maybe some group of architects came and put up some sketch on a paper. No. It's imagination. It's in Odai Bidai's imagination. He will make a big conference in the country, tell to everyone how that project is going to look like. Beautiful, wonderful. Everybody's yelling, yeah, Odai Bidayo, Odai Bidayo, Odai Bidayo, Odai Bidayo. The project is beautiful. Imagination. The land for the project is not there. The money to do that project is not there. The contractors who will do that project, they are not there. Where is he going to get that money for? Because he went in a country to go and borrow money. In the end, his traveling costs and his food and accommodation took all that money that they were debt on top the money they went and borrowed. So where is he going to get that money again? So this is the work of Odai Bidai. He have imaginations, paint a nice, beautiful project, break hospital down before he will even build some, cut salt, then the salt is there, turn to a salt and melt, borrow money, spend the money, get debt on top of the money he went and borrow, thinking how he pay the money back. Odai Bidai, that is his work. Demolish, don't put some on. Borrowed, put debt on the borrowed. Traveling to get land, get the land, and then your cost of your traveling is twice more than the money of the project. That is the work of Odai Bidai. Now, do or die. This is the work of do or die. Do or die. If he takes projects, he makes sure that that project, he will finish that project. He will do all he can to put up that project. The workers, the contractors, is on them till he will see that this project is done. Then he will target another project. He will make sure that that project is done. But while he's doing that project, he targets different projects. So before this one will be finished, this one reach halfway. Before that one will be finished, the other one reach halfway. Before the other one will finish, that is the work of do or die. It's not that he's going to fight to kill everybody or he will die. No. If he say he's doing it, I do it or I die. That means if I take a project, I'm finishing it till it's done. Then I know, yes, I've done. And every time he take a project, he start a different one in different region. So before this will finish, this is going on. This is finished, this is going on. This is finished, this is going on. He do it or he die. That means if he starts something, he's going to finish it. He will not travel with all his officials to go and borrow money that in the end, the traveling costs and the accommodation and food will take the whole money and be debt on top. No. Do or die. If he starts something, he's doing it and finish it and start another one, do it and finish it. Everything he starts, he will do it and finish it. That is the work of do or die. So sit down, use your common sense, put the two and watch and see for yourself. Are they the same? No way. Are they the same? No way. Are they the same? No way. PJKDA.